He's on. I said, let's get the live button because Kevin is on. He's on his game.
If you only heard what Kevin just said before we went on.
Oh, my God. Stop the presses. We're hitting the live button. Okay. Welcome to the Vinyl Show. We're just going to take a little aside because Kevin was going deep into a sonic analysis of FLAC files versus WAV files versus what you get on a CD versus what you hear on vinyl. Go ahead, Kevin.
I don't even remember what was the question.
It all started with Kevin was saying he was ripping his records onto what format did you say?
Into FLAC files.
FLAC files. So I asked Kevin what the difference between the different files were because I know that there are different files for digital music, and I'm pretty ignorant to what is good, how to listen to them. So that was the conversation. He was explaining the difference between a WAV file and a FLAC file, and I was asking him if there was a noticeable audio difference in the quality.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah. Well, it depends on your equipment and your ears, right? If you don't hear a difference and you don't care and you don't want to spend a lot of money and you're just happy with MP3s, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, guys used to walk around with transistor radios on the beach and they were just happy listening to the Beatles that way, you know? But then there was other people that wanted to go to the store and buy a record player and a hi-fi system and listen to it in there and listen to it that way. So there's always been, you know, there's never been a right way or a wrong way to listen to music. You do it the way you want to do it. I rip my records to FLAC files if I don't have, you know, it didn't come with a download code and I don't have like any other way of getting it. Like I can't get it for like, I don't like really downloading off of like YouTube and stuff like that because YouTube's really compressed or whatever. So, you know, I have like the first Sheepdogs record, which is, I could go buy it again. You know, I could go buy the files, but it's nothing for me to rip it onto things. So that's what I do. And I save them as FLAC files, not MP3s, because they're higher quality. And I bring them into the car and I have like it's like basically an SD card thing that plugs into the cigarette lighter and then it plugs into the aux port into my car. Cause my car is like, you know, ancient. It doesn't have any of the fancy, doesn't have a computer that turns on. It just has,
you got an aux. That's pretty good.
Yeah. That was like one thing. That was one. Well, I just got the base model car, and I was surprised to see that in there because this SD card player will also go through the radio, but like you can, it has an FM transmitter in it. But driving through Toronto, you know, like driving into Toronto, you'll be fine at my house. You know, it'll be like, okay, I tuned it in between these two stations, and it's fine. But you know, on my way to Toronto, I gotta like change the station like 3 times to get because. You know, there's just so many stations in Toronto. Like every spot is taken up. If I'm out in the boonies somewhere, it'd probably be fine. But every spot on the dial is taken up in Toronto. Anyways, you know, pick what format you want. I like FLAC because to me it's a happy medium. They're not as compressed as MP3s, but they are you know, half the size of a WAV file. And I find a WAV file is just a little overkill for just bringing it into the car and listening to it in the car. But if you want to get to like the differences between an MP3 and like what it is, like the best explanation I ever heard was from Mike Fraser, who was the audio engineer. He mixed, you know, like everything AC/DC's done since the Razor's Edge. He's worked with Bob Rock and Bruce Fairbairn and all like the big producers and all that on all sorts of different artists. And the way he described it is, you know, with all of these files, they make basically they compensate, you know, for size by eliminating part of the audio signal, right? Because your audio signal is like a wave like this, right? And even though like when you look at the wave and it's moving like, you know, that high, and you can say, okay, well, anything that, you know, above this, I can just cut that out because your ears aren't going to hear that, right? You only have this little wave. So top you can cut off, bottom you can cut off. That's basically what MP3s do. They cut that all out. Sometimes they'll even like squish like that 128K back in the day. They would squish the file so then it like really you can hear like a tinny and stuff like that. But so to most people they'll say, okay, that sounds fine. You know, like you're getting rid of that stuff. But what you're missing on is the acoustics of the file, right? Sure, like the WAV file is only going like this, but it also is echoing in the room and it reverbs back into the microphone and all that. And you're losing all of that ambiance. It's just getting cut out. And that's why, like, to me, MP3s sound really flat. Like there's not a lot of depth in there. Even CDs. I have CDs, like I have, it's like one of the crappiest recordings that Motorhead ever did. Because they just did it like a cheap recording in a studio, and I have it on CD, but it sounds like flat. Like Lemmy just sounds like he's like right in there with the band, and there's no differentiation. That's the word I'm trying to look for. But anyways, on vinyl, his voice like floats on top, like it's like separate. Like there's like more dimensions in there, and I think that's because it's echoing back in the thing. So it all depends on like I said, if you just want it for background noise, that you're not going to be listening for all that stuff. But if you're going to be sitting there and listening to the music and taking it in, that stuff is important.
When you are ripping your records, are you able to listen to the record too when you're converting it?
Yeah.
Nice. I had a program about 20 years ago where I'd rip my this is way before the streaming services and Bandcamp. I would rip a lot of my 7-inches onto my computer so I could burn them, but I couldn't listen to it while I was ripping it, and it was tedious because I have to sit there and kind of listen, and I could see the file on my computer.
Right.
And
yeah.
I wouldn't. It wasn't fun because I wasn't able to listen to music while I was doing it at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not like it's a labor intensive thing. Like there's a lot to do, but I find it rewarding, because then once it's done, it's there. I have it, I have it in the thing. It's done. I don't have to do it again. And, as long as I do it right the first time, and then, you can share it with your friends and all that stuff and say, hey, look, this record that I got that you can't find online or whatever, you guys can listen to it, all that stuff. So. Yeah.
Cool.
That's what I do with my day. What else am I going to do?
Yeah.
Write a novel.
We could read a novel.
I could, yeah. Actually, I could read it while I'm ripping records too.
There you go.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. So one last question: your record player that you're ripping, it's not one of those all-in-one jobbies that digitize it in the record player, right? Okay.
No. So I got my Fluence upstairs, and my old record player, my JVC quartz lock record player, is down here to rip thing with the. If we remember back to, I don't know, like episode 2, and what was his name?
Jake?
No. He would listen. No, he would listen into the show. He listened to the show, and he was asking about the needle, and I got this needle on there.
Oh, Peter North.
No, it wasn't Peter North. This is like the cheapest diamond tip stylus you can get online. I got that on there, and it does the job.
Yeah,
Yoshi Knuckles. Remember Yoshi Knuckles? He used to watch the show
on here.
Oh,
yeah, he did. Yeah, he did for like 2 or 3 episodes, and then we weren't talking about prog rock enough. So, which is unfortunate because I got some prog rock here to show.
Actually, I needed it too.
Ah, there we go. I actually have a record that you showed last episode. I'm going to be showing that again.
A Bandy record? Oh, yep. I know what it is because I had to look through the last episode. I remember. I know what it is. It's got letters.
Okay.
I think they all had letters, Bill.
All right. Well, welcome everyone to the Vinyl Show. Thanks for coming by. This is where we look through our record collection and take a look at what's inside. We also have we open up with a vinyl adjacent segment where we show you all kinds of weird stuff that may or may not be related to vinyl. That's going to be fun. Stay tuned for that. I got a really wild couple of things coming on. What else can I tell you? Records. Got my guys here. Anyways, we'll introduce those guys when we come back. Stay tuned. Watch this, and we'll be back right after. sakes. Of course.
$25. So you gotta be careful with that.
There's a great example of what MP3 audio sounds like. Very wishy-washy.
I just remember. I know what record you're going to show.
You know what? I'm kind of nervous now because now I'm trying to. Maybe it wasn't you. Maybe it was Curtis that showed it.
No,
I might be wrong.
Because you said it's got letters, and I know what it is now.
I said that.
Start with the B.
Yes. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
we're on the same page. All right. Phew.
Yeah.
All right, so the live chat is happening. Welcome to the live chat. If you want to say hello, that's where to do it. And we'll talk to you and talk about everything we're showing right now. Might as well introduce my guests that are here. We got the bandiest of all Matts joining me in the top right corner, Matt Bandy. It's good to see you. You got the duck, the mallard today.
Yep.
It kind of it's working in the plant there, so it looks good.
Yeah, he's hiding out in the tree.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
And what is your name now? Kevin has changed his name on Twitter, and it's really throwing me for a loop. And when people do that, I don't know what's happening. So we have Kevin says Buried on Mars on his name there, but he's got something else going on the socials.
Website is still buriedonmars.com. I'm still buried on Mars. I'm really Kevin. That's Buried on Mars is like the what do you call it? Like the advertisement, the
handle.
Sure. But I was looking at changing up some things on the website because what I have coming up is a lot more Canadian focused music. I'm almost finished with the Tragically Hip, and then I have my AC/DC series I need to finish, but there's only about 4 more posts, and then I'm done with that. And then I got a bunch of other Canadian stuff. So I was looking at taking the name Canadian Grooves and putting that on the website, changing up the website. And then Sarah,
Canadian Grooves.
And then Sarah said, that's like the dumbest idea. That is so stupid. Like, you just keep it Buried on Mars. Everybody knows you as Buried on Mars. Just leave it at that. And if you want to do Canadian, like review Canadian albums, just do it. And I'm like, okay, yeah, you're right. But while I was, exploring the name Canadian Grooves and thinking of keeping it for, like seeing if it was available kind of thing, I went on Twitter and I was typing it in on Twitter to see if it was available. And I accidentally changed my name to it. And I didn't notice it until Sarah told me. She's like, yeah, you changed it. I'm like, oh. So, but I just haven't gotten to change it back. So there you go. That's the story.
Good. Very exciting.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yep. Glad you asked. Thank you. Thank you for asking.
All right. Yeah, you can find Kevin. He's got his podcast happening every 2 weeks called Retro Fandango. You get that everywhere you can download your podcast, as well as his happening website, as he said, buriedonmars.com.
Yep. A lot of good stuff.
And for you guys back in the trucking industry in the roaring 80s, if you heard Buried on Mars over your CB, that was the guy. He's right there. That was Kevin. That was his CB handle.
CB handle. Well, the internet handle is a thing, Bill. Not just CB handle.
No, but it's where it came from when you were your trucker back in your trucker days.
Okay. I wish I knew how to drive truck. That'd be fun.
Boy, where's the rest of my crew? Unfortunately, I think it's just the 3 of us there. We're missing some key members.
No, this is great. We got some. I got some time to actually show some records.
Yeah,
I don't have to sit through the VHS vault. I can get. I got records to show. I got current pickups and stuff I bought today. I actually went to a store today. It was the first time since February. I actually went inside a store and bought stuff.
The stores are still locked down to me because of the lineups to get into a store. So I'm not waiting an hour to get into a store.
I had to wait 5 minutes. I got there. They said, we're only allowed 10 people in. Can you wait? And I said, okay. And we looked in and there was nobody buying anything or like at the purchasing yet. They were all browsers. I'm like, oh man, we're going to be waiting here for a while. But
yeah,
it was 5 minutes. They came out. Great. And we can come in. And then that was it. We were the only ones that had to wait. everyone else, there was only like a few people in there at a time. So it was nice. It's nice though, because you go to a record store so many times, you got people like right beside you and they're talking and all that stuff. And that store, 10 people was enough, man. I had space. I could look, there was a couple of times where I got to get into the M's, but these two douchebags are looking at, I don't know, Mudvayne records or something like that. And like, just let me get in there and get in there. Eventually they moved on and I was able to get in there.
Now, there are actually people waiting well over an hour to get into a thrift store nowadays.
Oh, I wouldn't even bother to go to a thrift store.
That happens.
No thanks. I believe it.
So Kevin's got actual vinyl. I have actual vinyl. In fact, if you recall in that intro I just played, I had a damaged piece of vinyl come from Amazon. I have the
update.
What they sent me to replace that, and it was really easy this time. Sometimes when you do a refund on Amazon, it's a big, well, you got to reorder it and you only get your money back once that returns. There was a button right on there that said send a replacement. Like, yep. And then like, okay, you have a month to return the one you have.
Yeah, they're pretty good with that.
That works.
I find.
Must be just vinyl they're allowing that kind of quick replacement, because other things I've had. Anyways, so I have that. I have something else that's really big, a pickup. It's like huge, and I'm embarrassed by it. I'm embarrassed I have it. I haven't opened it yet because I'm embarrassed I can't bring myself to open it because the shipping box is so cool.
Is it a sex toy?
We're going to talk about that later.
Those real life dolls.
That would be open, baby.
And those things, they're actually getting kind of tricky. Like you could see before, you'd see it in a photo and like, who the hell would buy that? And then, lately it's like you see one in a photo, like, what? That's not a real person. Just that second, you get that second, like, whoa, it's not a real person.
So, and then I do have a couple of other fresh pickups. I don't know if you saw my note on Twitter with the hashtag pickups at poops. What's that about? Pickups at poops. So,
poops.
You guys ready? You get ready to see that? Let's see if I can get my assistant to bring me my pickups here. That's the wrong button. I wanted to mute my.
He has an assistant? Oh, his kids.
You say pickups at poops?
That's what he said.
Pickups at poops. The kids have been laying heavy on me about this for a long time.
The dog? Another dog?
Oh,
we still got our dog. Still got Molly. She's doing good. And then with everything they've been going through for the past year or so with the pandemic and staying home and just, I just, need this so bad. And every day they're just pummeling me with it. Pummeling. So finally I decided as a lesson of responsibility, I would let the big kid take command of this thing and procure everything that has to do with it and manage it. And so she did that. She went on Kijiji, found this stuff, worked it all out. And we've had these things for about 2 weeks now.
Things.
I've got continuing to stall.
You're gonna kill me. Here.
Whoa. How many?
You got two dogs?
Oh, cat. Oh, cat.
Aw.
Hold on. Don't scratch me.
That one's mine.
There we go.
They got their own cats. His and her cats.
Pickups at poop.
Wow. You're turning into J-Rock over there. You can have a whole farm over there. So.
Oscar and Archie.
Okay. Oscar.
And Archie.
And Archie. Yeah.
Of course.
Uh-oh.
Two grumpy names.
Okay.
Two grumpy names. Are they grumpy kittens?
Away I go.
No, they're very, 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 very friendly. We're very lucky. They're very friendly and fluffy, super fluffy, very soft. Thank you.
How difficult was it to get them?
It was very difficult, like I said, but I gave Haley, the big kid, Oh my God.
It's really hard to get pets here right now because of the pandemic. Everyone's like home and they're trying to get a new dog and a new cat. And
Oh, just a
There's-
fly, you mean?
There's literally kitten flippers here.
What?
Yeah.
Yes, they flip kittens.
Dang.
So
Well,
you kind of
it's-
have to apply to getting the cat from the owners as well. You have to explain who you are and all that kind of stuff.
it's the border too, right? There's only so many pets that are allowed across the border right now. So a lot of people get their pets in Canada from like, animal rescues in, Virginia or whatever, and they can't get the pets over. So yeah, it's crazy right now. People are spending like $6,000 for a dog.
Oh yeah,
before the shots or anything,
a true breed cat now is anywhere between 1,500 and 3,000.
Wow.
What?
Yeah, and just regular kittens like this, you're not going to find one for less than $200, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, but the big kid did negotiations, got the price down, and worked with the people who had them, and she did a really good job. And we got a couple of good kitties, and yeah. So that's what's been happening. They're pretty wild, Bandy. Kittens are crazy.
That's good. You got two.
Got two.
Makes it easier.
I had a cat before, and I always said if I get another cat, definitely it's going to be two because it just works out.
Why does it make it easier?
They just deal with
each other.
themselves.
I see.
Time.
They keep each other entertained.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, ours are inseparable. There's like you don't see one without the other hardly.
Yeah. So, and like Kevin was saying about the kitten market, the threat is still on these kids because now, since we have them, they are vaccinated and dewormed. So the threat is if you don't do as you're told, these kittens will be sold at a way better price because I can now advertise them as vaxxed and dewormed.
Right.
So I can easily make my money back plus some. So I got about 7 months of that threat until they're not kittens anymore. And then,
I like that Deke came into the chat just as you said you were vaxxed and dewormed, Bill. That was good timing on Deke's part.
howdy, Super Deke. It's good to see you. Yeah. Oh, I also want to say congrats to Duke. I saw he put out it's his anniversary. So
Yeah.
Duke and Mother Brain, congrats on that. When I wasn't sure if we were having 3 people or not, maybe I get Duke in here. And then I saw that tweet like, he's probably busy. So congrats to him. Chris Roberts is at a monster truck business or something, apparently.
He's at a monster truck show, yeah.
And Curtiss is en route somewhere, maybe. I don't know. He's busy. He's got travel and stuff. So that's where the rest of the crew is. But I got the top guys here right now. So,
Top shelf.
Okay, so let's talk about this other pickup. Maybe you guys can talk me into opening this. I didn't want to get it. I didn't want to get it. I said, this is stupid to get this. I'd love to have it, obviously, but
this is what you're embarrassed about?
Yeah, it's an embarrassing item. I have nowhere to put it. Then my buddy M from Transformers and Video Games YouTube channel reached out to me and said, hey, this thing's in stock now if you order it online.
Oh, it's a toy.
And you can get this. And I'm like, no, not doing it, dude. I have no room for that. And it's stupid. I'm like, there's no reason for someone like me to get that. He's like, dude, you deserve it. Look at what you do. You deserve this for yourself. So
which Transformer did you buy, Bill?
So then I ordered it. And I didn't tell the kids because it was embarrassing. I said I ordered something embarrassing. And then it finally came, and now it's in a manufacturer's shipping box. And I'm like, if I can keep it in this box.
Now you're going full Joe.
You're getting Joe, yeah.
Come on.
Look at it. It's in an actual shipping box there.
It says Mattel on it. Oh, from Walmart, too.
Oh, wow, that's cool. You got to open it.
Oh, you got the Grayskull. Okay.
Look at it. It is the actual box, man.
You gotta open it because I gotta see this thing and see if I want it.
They're hard to get.
Are they?
Super hard to get.
All right, then I don't want it. Anything that's hard to get, I don't want.
I have my original Grayskull still.
Really? Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I have all my He-Man stuff. My mom kept everything.
That's awesome. I didn't keep any of my He-Man.
My mother got rid of my He-Man on me while I was at school.
Oof. He-Man was my first thing. That was my first.
Me too. Yeah.
That was my guy. Yeah. Hey, Miss Elba Bob.
I'll run up some pictures. I have from I think it was like my 4th or 5th birthday party, where my mom's one of her good friends was an artist, and she like hand painted this huge He-Man poster that said "Happy Birthday, Matthew." It was like a life. It was like a 6-foot He-Man. It was awesome.
Did you guys see the cartoon, like the new cartoon? Are you excited about that?
Oh, the one that Kevin Smith's doing? I
Yeah.
haven't seen the trailer yet. Yeah,
Me neither.
Looking forward to it. Yeah.
Trailer's good.
Nice.
Yeah, it looks like everyone's like badass now. You know, like Man at Arms actually has some weapons and stuff.
Well, if you listen to the latest Retro Fandango, Richard has some issues. So go check that out. Go check that out. Retro Fandango.
God damn it.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen the trailer. I don't know. I'm not.
Kevin Smith swears he's keeping very religious to what we grew up with, but like modernizing it to a modern audience.
Look, like I said to Richard, if we're honest, like He-Man wasn't a great cartoon. It was actually
it was
garbage to sell toys. It had its charm to it, and if you go back and watch it again, like, oh yeah, I remember all this, and then but there's no.
I loved it.
I mean, I loved it as a kid, but I looking back at it now, it's not a good show.
Come on. Good. Do you remember when they're driving in like a vehicle and Orko would be floating and they'd hit a bump and everyone would bounce and Orko would bounce too, even though he was floating?
Makes sense. Why not?
So yeah, I have this thing. I am really seduced by the manufacturer shipping box that came in.
You gotta open that. You look at a piece of cardboard for the rest of your life?
Talk about retaining value if it's in the freaking shipping box.
Yeah.
You can keep the shipping box.
What do you think, Kevin?
I think that's next level neuroses. And if you bought it to enjoy it, you should open it and enjoy it.
I didn't buy it to enjoy it. I got nowhere to put this thing. It's massive.
You didn't let me finish. If you bought it to resell it, then leave it in the box and resell it.
I didn't buy it to resell it either. I bought it out of seduced, exactly, by nostalgia. Because I didn't have Castle Grayskull as a kid. I had figures, and I had the Hordak playset. Not even Snake Mountain. I had the Hordak one.
Yeah, I had that one too.
And okay, let's do this.
No fucking yeah.
Sorry, Miss Alba Bob. We'll get to music soon. This is highly adjacent. Take this moment to rewind back and see my pickups earlier that were breathing. God damn it. I told my kids I wouldn't even do this, guys.
Why?
Because it's in perfect condition. When I saw the dude walk out with this. Oh, there it is. Seal broke.
Oh, you actually did it? I was just kidding.
Devalued now. Good luck selling that thing.
You idiot.
I do anything Bandy tells me to do. That looks cool. Look at that right there.
Nice.
A little bit of a wrinkle there. Only on the vinyl show.
Oh wow!
Oh yeah, man.
Why She-Ra on there?
That's
the sorceress.
That's the sorceress.
Oh,
Dude,
did she have an action figure?
This is the only way to get the sorceress in this lineup is to buy Grayskull. So she's in here. Yeah,
they knew what they were doing with that.
They knew.
Yeah, that's all like original, right?
Yeah,
like that's
cool. No, it's different from the original artwork, but it's in the same vein. The box was much bigger.
But you get everything. I remember that ladder and the gun on top and the chair that turned.
Yeah. Dude,
doesn't have the rack though, does it? Doesn't look like it's got a smaller rack. I like
Nothing
big
wrong
racks.
with the small rack. Yeah, yeah.
No, I like. I'm about the big racks.
So look at the artwork on that. Holy mackerel.
Yeah, that's incredible. That's a poster. I would get that as a poster.
Literally nowhere to put this in my house.
I wonder, is that the same guy who did the original artwork? I wonder, because that guy's still alive.
Yeah, she's in here, and she looks good too.
Let's see her.
You want me to open this too?
Yep. Let's go.
Scam me once, Matt Bandy.
Well, maybe you know what? Make a video for your channel about it. I would love to watch that. You can
I
go
would.
through it.
I would watch that.
There's already a billion videos of guys going through this.
But it's
I don't
not
wanna-
you, Bill. I don't.
Yeah, I don't care what
care
they
about
have
you.
to say. I want to see Bill's Castle Grayskull. Who cares about their Castle Grayskull?
Nope.
Those billion guys.
There's 4 tabs of tape on there to open. Only 4 on this side.
Now, how much is that thing? What does it cost?
This is what's so great about this new line of Masters of the Universe stuff. It's all reasonable. I think this was around $70.
Oh wow,
Oh, I would have said
That's
at least
$170.
at least
$70.
$100.
Yeah, I thought,
Nowadays, right?
I thought it'd be
Playsets are
150.
crazy.
like over 150.
Yeah.
Wow,
$200,
Really?
like in there.
That's crazy.
What's the sorceress's full name? Do you know that?
I don't remember.
Nope.
Temple of Darkness Sorceress.
What?
Oh,
I don't remember.
I'd never heard her called that before.
Yeah, apparently in the new cartoon, she's going to be like fully powered up. She's not going to be like needing rescue by He-Man every time. She's going to be a real sorceress.
She was always powerful, but she just had to stay in the castle. If she got out of the castle, that was it. It was toast.
True.
Oh man,
okay.
that's so cool.
Well, thanks, guys, for getting me through that.
You're welcome. Thanks for opening it.
Whoa.
I'm going to expect that video within the next week.
Oh yeah, totally.
Okay.
Get on that.
Yeah.
You know, we have a live vinyl show and a live VHS show to produce on this channel.
Well, you can sing a fucking song for Bob Dylan, but you can't open a toy for me, Kev. Come on.
I mean, who is a bigger hero, Bob or He-Man? Come on.
Do you want me to open this while I'm still here?
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
So
hopefully
last episode, I picked up a copy of Black Keys' latest album, and Amazon shipped it with 3 out of 4 corners bashed in.
that
And
box
so
looks
this
like it's
is,
been stepped on.
yeah, this is what they sent. Let's see if this fixes the problems. Oh, you know, we're definitely on the right track because now it's in a box.
Okay.
Box in a box.
There you go. Box in a box. Yeah.
Never go
Was it
wrong.
not shipped in a regular mailer like that last time?
It was sitting under the bubbles.
Oh, dude, no wonder. Just like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
just,
sometimes they
bouncing
come
around
like
in
that.
yeah.
It's weird.
oof, yeah, no wonder that thing got all dinged up.
You think? Like, okay. Well, some people just get the record with a label slapped on it at their door.
Oh, yeah, I did. Oh my god, I can't believe that.
All right. I think we're looking. Whoop. Not supposed to do that. I'm supposed to do
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
God, yeah.
Come on, man.
Oh. Ooh. Yeah. I think we're good this time.
We're good. Nice.
cool. So you locked that, you pre-ordered it and locked it in on a pre-order price, right?
Yes, it was a pre-order.
What was the pre-order price?
I think it was around 23 or 27, something like that. I can double check if you need hard facts.
Nope. No.
And if you get on vinyl, you get it in medium fidelity. So
Oh, wow.
Just seeing how to open this. Doesn't look like it's a gatefold.
Well, it's a double, right? A double.
Yeah, so it should be a gatefold.
Yeah, should be. Unless it's
No, look at it. There's no.
Oh, it might be. Yeah, it's one of those one slot, 2 records in one slot.
2 records, 1 slot.
Yeah.
I don't go for that, man.
I like that. I like it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Why not? Share the slot.
Why not? Share. Why not share the slot?
Yeah.
You're onto something there.
Thank you, Miss Elbow Bobs, for sticking with us through the toy section and Kevin's newfound freedom. There we go. Yeah, it isn't. It is not. Kevin's right. They're both kids are rubbing up against each other.
Yeah, I don't like that. I got a couple like that too.
I don't mind it. Like if it's
usually,
a big set.
Usually it's a wider slot though.
Yeah. Like if it's a big set,
Big slot.
Yeah. Tiny record, big slot.
Tiny record, big slot.
It's nice retro looking labels there. I haven't listened to any of this yet.
How long has it been since they released the record?
2 years.
2 years? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a really big time off before that one 2 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Was that when they were like doing their individual things?
Yeah. Dan Auerbach had a couple of solo records.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are in good shape. Nice weight to them. Sleeves are nice with the poly inside.
How many tracks are on that record?
Not tons. Like this just has 2 tracks on this.
Are they long songs or did they just maximize the?
I think it's a regular CD length, but spread across 2.
They is it 45 or 33 and a third?
Mm, 33 and a third.
Okay.
Yeah, 23 bucks Canadian for a double LP. That's a good price.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
They sound very like traditional blues stuff. Crawling King Snake.
Oh, that's a cover.
Poor Boy, A Long Way from Home. Wait a minute. These are all.
They're all covers.
Are they all covers?
No, I don't know. They're featuring people. I thought it. So there's a lot of different songwriters listed on here. Maybe they are all covers. I saw the credits. So there you have it. We're fixed up. We got the new Black Keys in good shape here. So
nice.
That's a good. Whoop. Not that. Whoop. Not that. It's called playing the piano in the business. That's what they call it.
Knuckles.
All right. So, big segment for me. I'd love to move on, see what Matt Bandy brought us in the final selection.
Following Castle Grayskull, that's tough. Gee whiz.
I don't know where to put that thing. I was contemplating. I have one like little cubby where a reel-to-reel player sits as just a display. I'm thinking, what about your games room? Yeah,
he's in his games room.
Every nook and cranny is full.
What about your bedroom? You can wake up every morning and look at it.
Looking at the Grayskull.
I have so much crazy nerd stuff in my bedroom too. I'm never getting laid enough already in there.
I just imagine the lady comes into the room. Is that Castle Grayskull? Oh yeah, it's for the kids. Early Christmas gift.
Yeah, there's already Transformers under glass in my bedroom, so it's enough female repellent in there. I don't know about Grayskull.
You just gotta find the right female.
That's true. You got a great
Starscream.
Yeah. No, Soundwave.
Oh, you take Soundwave over Starscream?
They had a really good masterpiece, Soundwave. So yeah, it was. But yes, Starscream would be great. Except I'd keep it in airplane mode because I love airplanes, and no one would know it's a Transformer. Anyways, there's that's a whole thing. Matt Bandy.
Oh, okay, my turn. I'll show some. I got some pickups that are vinyl adjacent. that I got last week. So I got some more CDs, black metal CDs, actually from the same seller that I bought off of Discogs a month or so ago. Gave me a good price on them. He came down on the price on all of them, and yeah. So I picked up the final Judas Iscariot record. This is called, the name of this record is To Embrace the Corpse's Bleeding. Judas Iscariot. Judas Iscariot was a one-man black metal group, or you can't really say it a group. One-man black metal project from DeKalb, Illinois, which is actually not far from where I lived in Chicago. At the time, I didn't know anything about him. He's pretty underground stuff. It is very raw, but it's cool stuff. So, and it's kind of hard to find. There was very limited numbers, especially the vinyl releases of his stuff. He's got a little kind of a little essay written by him on some of his thoughts.
You were going to explain who Judas Iscariot was. I was going to say, me and Kevin both raised Catholic. We very much know who Judas is.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure you do.
Do they have to pay like royalty to the Judas Iscariot Foundation?
The Iscariot estate?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think that, maybe that family doesn't want to be known.
Yeah, that guy's taken shit for a lot of years.
Yeah.
It's time. Get over it.
Yeah. So yeah, this was the final release by the band. There's quite a few releases. It sounds a lot like Dark Throne, which was what initially drew me to the band. But yeah, it's cool stuff. And,
so is that like a rare find for you? Or
no, this one's not. This one's pretty not too hard to find. Some of his, like the vinyl stuff. I actually came across one when I was in with Curtiss a few weeks ago at Amoeba Records, and I'm kind of kicking myself that I didn't buy the record. I wasn't too familiar with the release, and it was on vinyl, and I wish I would have picked it up because they're kind of hard to find. There's also a bunch of cassette releases, but the vinyl it's pretty tough to get, especially for some of the early releases. And then I got 3 other CDs by the same band here, a band called Akitsa, which I showed last time as well. They are a French-Canadian band from Quebec. And so this here is called Grand Tyrants.
What's the name of the band?
I don't know.
Akitsa. It's Akitsa.
Wow.
Yeah.
You couldn't read that?
No.
So there's one of there's 2 guys in this band, and this sound is pretty. It's similar to some of the Quebec black metal stuff, but it's very, very raw stuff. The tracks are. It's a tough listen. You gotta be really,
wow. That's an endorsement.
Yeah, you gotta be into it even at first I was like, oh, but the more you listen to it, it grows on you. But yeah,
is it the guttural vocal?
No,
stuff
not
here?
at all. It's very high pitched and really shrieky. This is not.
Wow.
Yeah, typically black metal is not. It's not going to have the guttural. That's more the death metal stuff. So this is kind of one of their towards the middle of their catalog. They do have quite a few records, and this is one of their more regarded records, like from what I've read. And then this is, oh fucking hell! I'm not gonna try to pronounce it. I don't know. I think it's It's French. So I'm not going to try. But I believe this is their first full length. And this is another digipack. Just got the liner notes, lyrics in French. This one I haven't listened to too much, but yeah, this was cheap, so I picked it up. And then I picked up, this is their latest record, which came out maybe 2012. It's been a while. I don't know if they're still putting out music, but this was kind of a change in sound for them. This was actually the first record I heard by them, and this one's called Credo. This is definitely a more accessible listen to. So if you were ever curious about this band, I would say go to this one first. It's a lot kind of slowed down. Production's a little better on it. Vocals aren't so harsh. So when I listened to this and then went to their back catalog, I was like, what the hell happened? So it was pretty significant, but yeah, just French lyrics. And then I got to pick up another CD pickup today that I found in our garage. So I'm turning in the Chris Roberts where I'm finding pickups in my own house. This is, you might be surprised that I like this, but maybe not. So it's Cranberries.
I don't know. I can see you being into that.
Yeah. So I think I don't know who this belonged to, whether it was my wife's. I definitely didn't buy this. I'm not saying that I wouldn't buy it, but yeah, I love this record. It's so good. I was listening to it earlier today on my new CD player.
Oh,
another pickup.
Wow, wow.
When I was thrifting, last weekend, I wasn't really looking for this, but this was like $5 at the thrift store. It's a Fisher compact disc player. Cost me $5, and yeah, so now I can listen to CDs in the house.
Fisher,
Nice.
Isn't Fisher like Sears's in-house brand or something?
Yeah, I think you're right.
No idea. It says Fisher Studio Standard.
So that could have been made by any number of big name players if it was
Yeah.
Sears in-house.
Yeah.
I was a little skeptical at first because it's really lightweight, and I was like, it's never really a good sign when you get in a piece of audio equipment and it doesn't weigh anything, but I figured it's just a CD player. So
It's $5, man.
Yeah. Yep.
Take it home. It works. Doesn't. $5 trash.
Yeah. So yeah, happy to have that. And I also got.
I just got a question about CD players. Does it actually have like a display on it? Like, is that window like?
Yeah. So I'll turn it on here. So it'll show like. It says no disc right now.
Mm.
And then
Smart.
This gives, it's smart. And it'll just like say, the track number and the time, how many tracks, and So yeah.
So I found like with a lot of the later CD players, they really skimped out, and you don't even get a display on it. You just kind of have to use the force and guess where your CD is at.
Yeah. And then I got one last thing for adjacent. I got a new patch for my jacket.
Holder.
Holder.
I've showed her stuff on here quite a bit for the last couple of weeks. So this is a coffin print. It's kind of cool. Coffin. Yeah. Don't have too many
that will
patches,
fit with the other ones.
Well, this is going to go on an all new jacket. Yep.
That could fit like underarm somewhere.
Yeah, what exactly is she doing? Is she haven't taken a shower there or something?
No, I think so. This was from one of the early demos. I think it's a chain that's maybe going in her mouth. I don't know.
That would be that's perfect for the crotch area, actually.
Yeah. Well, she got a lot of metal down there already.
Yeah, but for your pants, I say.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That wouldn't fit mine.
Too short?
Not short enough.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I got this from Ireland. There's a guy who does small runs on patches that he makes, called Blood Like Rain is the name of his shop. So he does mostly like kind of obscure heavy metal stuff. He's done a few Motorhead patches, Kev.
Oh.
So yeah. And
Unlicensed, probably.
yeah, it's all high quality bootlegs, they call them.
Mm.
All right, yeah.
Okay. Well, before we come over to me, I have to go grab my vinyl adjacent because I forgot it upstairs. So cover. Go ahead, talk.
I'll cover.
If you wanted, go.
Okay. Well, since Kevin's gone, I'll show the VHS that I got in honor of Chris Roberts. I was talking to Bill pre-show about how his huge pickup with the VHS has inspired me a little bit, kind of planted that seed. I found a VHS player that I didn't know I had, so I went looking after work on Friday, and I got a few choice VHS. First one is The Substitute with Tom Berenger and Ernie Hudson.
Ernie Hudson? I've never heard of this one.
Dude. Oh, it's so good. I haven't seen this since I was in high school on Live Entertainment.
Live.
So this, it's kind of like, okay.
Oh, I missed the VHS.
Yeah, dang it. The Dangerous Minds meets Steven Seagal. So, it's like a, I think he goes undercover to break up this drug ring that's being run out of the school. It's been so long since I've seen this, but there's a scene in there where he's choking a guy and the guy craps his pants. That's all I remember. But that was enough for me to get this again. And check this out. Play it again video from Fremont, California. Retail price $900 or $99. What
year did that come out?
This was like early 90s.
Yeah.
96.
Yeah.
So
I remember there was like 96. That's a little later. I remember in the early 90s, like I guess it was 89 when Ghostbusters 2 came out. I asked my parents for Ghostbusters 2 for Christmas, and they got me Ghostbusters, the first one. I'm like, oh, and they're like, yeah, we tried to get you Ghostbusters 2, but it was $130 for Ghostbusters 2.
I knew that when VHS first came on the market, it was really expensive, and that's why that was like what brought about the rise of the rental store, because they were so expensive.
Yeah.
But I was surprised when I saw that, because this was way past that point. This was like early 90s when VHS was affordable. So yeah.
Well, the first oh, that's great.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say the first one VHS that was mass produced was Top Gun, and that kind of changed the game because I'll open the market to people buying movies. So there's your fun fact. I don't know if it was like in 87 or whatever when that movie came out, but at some point they said, hey, let's mass produce Top Gun and see if people will buy it, and they did.
You know what? You could probably look for the Top Gun tape in Chris Roberts and Bill's VHS live chat show, which appears on this channel.
The extremely rare Top Gun VHS.
Yeah.
Tape. Actually, I saw two copies at the store I was at. I didn't get it though. Then I got Jumpin' Jack Flash.
Oh yeah,
Whoopi Goldberg. I love this movie. I haven't seen this in so long, and I remember, I don't know, Chris would say about the little red thing up there.
Yeah, he loves those red things.
Yeah, little red things. No one talks about this movie.
I watched it not too long ago. It's
don't say anything.
Is that the one with Bobcat Goldthwait?
No, it has. There's a bunch of SNL guys in it that have like small cameo roles. John Lovitz is in it for sure. And I think Phil Hartman's got a small. I think
It's not a comedy though. It's a. I remember it was kind of a spy. Is it? Because it's been so long since I've seen it.
I'm not. Am I allowed to say anything or not? I watched it not too long ago.
I just don't want you to tell me whether you liked it or not.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Well,
go ahead.
yeah, I
Did you
get
like
it's.
Go ahead.
I'm not going to tell you now. I mean, it was my first time watching it. I've never seen it before, so I'm watching it as an adult. So it wasn't what I was expecting. I thought it would be a lot more funny, but it does have its funny moments, but it does get.
It's like a spy kind of.
Yeah. All right, Duke.
Congrats on
Happy
Bobby's
Father's Day, bud.
graduation, too.
Wow. All sorts of things happening.
Yeah.
Graduating,
Big week. for
anniversaries.
you. Nonsense
Awesome.
family. Thanks for popping in.
Anyways,
pick
it's
that up.
okay.
Yeah, she does listen to the song "Jumpin' Jack Flash" a bunch because I think if I remember correctly, there was like a hidden message that was supposed to be in there or something. She's just used it to decode something.
Yep.
I remember her listening to it, and that was, I think, as a kid, that was the first time I'd ever heard that song by the Rolling Stones. So there's your love you too, Duke. There's your music, and this one I thought was kind of interesting. So this is a copy of the Mighty Ducks, but this is a demo version of it. It's the full-length screener.
Wow.
For video retailers only. And I looked it up on the eBay, and someone's wanting $50 for this tape. So I don't know.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Totally Chris Roberts the hell out of that.
sure did. So it's not like your normal copy of it. So that's the reason I got that.
I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
Oh no, if you saw it as a kid, you'd like it now.
I don't think
But
I
as an
liked
adult, you didn't like it as a kid?
I don't think so. Well, yeah,
I mean, well,
that's
Bill,
right.
you
As
were-
a kid. As
Bill,
a
you were
kid, yes.
Bill, you were 40 when that movie came out.
As a kid, I did not.
Definitely not like it.
God
no.
damn it. Matt Bandy. This is how Matt Bandy gets full cast member status on the VHS show.
And then
Appearing also on
I
the
did.
channel.
These are some other Chris Roberts pickups because normally I would have just passed over this, but I looked it up. We got Richard Simmons. It started.
What?
So this is from
Give me a break. Look at
1985.
Oh, I
This-
need a poster of that.
Oh my
I
God.
want that in my room.
This is out of print, and it's like a $30 tape.
Oh,
Wow.
So of course I also got Sweating to the Oldies.
of course.
If you could tell the
Matching
shine,
set.
this is sealed. Sealed.
No. Someone ordered. You had to order away for those. Like you couldn't just find those in the store, right? At least
know,
here, I remember they were on TV. Like you had to call them up.
Probably,
Say,
yeah.
I bet you some husband gave that to his wife.
He said, "Fuck you, I'm not opening this," or they didn't get started. Yeah.
Look at
Yeah,
Richard
so,
giving the okay sign to the mirror image one. Whew.
That fact
How about
is something else. That's
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah, I was surprised. It was like a $30 tape. Like, oh, so I have another Richard Simmons VHS back in the bedroom too. That's
Back in the bedroom, ladies. and gentlemen.
yeah, and it is geared towards seniors. So I'm gonna put together after I'm gonna watch this, and then I'm gonna put together a little Richard Simmons set for the old eBay there.
Nice.
So yeah, Chris Roberts.
It's a good one,
influencing
Miss
me.
Loba Bob.
All right, Bandy, you're in on the VHS show.
I'm done.
Next
Yep.
time, we'll send you the invite. All right, Kevin.
Well, I just have one vinyl adjacent.
Still not into vinyl, folks. New record for
I mean,
a
I could go-
three-person show.
I could go into vinyl, but
Actually, I showed mine, but that
Yeah, you
That's
showed
right.
that.
Yeah, you did.
wasn't a
so
true
this-
segment.
This was a gift To me, this is an Angus Young action figure.
I saw that.
My buddy Frank got this for me.
All right,
with,
open it up.
Yeah.
22 points of articulation.
He has no
And
point
he
of
has
articulation if he stays in that box.
That's right.
Accessories. Got the guitar and different hands. So over on my website, unparalleled.com, I put a post up for this, and I asked the people in to comment if they want me to open it or not. And the jury's still out on whether I should open it or not. So if you think I should open it, head over to buriedonmars.com. Go over to that post.
I think you,
Let me
Kevin,
know.
should make an unboxing video for your YouTube channel on that figure.
No, I don't think anyone cares. Because judging by the comments on my website, nobody cares. But the consensus was that I shouldn't open it because everyone felt that I would lose the hands. And nobody wants to see me lose hand, I guess. But anyway, I thought it was pretty neat.
Little things where you can open at the top and just slide it out.
No, it's sealed.
Yeah, a lot of those collector toys now, they kind of make it to where you can pull it out of the box and then slide it.
Yeah, I suppose I could open the side here. I suppose I could open the side there, but
Do it.
I better wait until I find out what people say.
Kevin,
comments.
you do what you want to do. Don't let me tell you what to do. Okay.
That's pretty much what everyone else said too.
I
They said,
didn't
it's your
get
toy.
that
You figure it out.
I got forced into opening mine.
Yeah, well, yours was a box like that. That's a shipping crate. That's a little crazy.
Show me his guitar. Is it a good representation of the guitar?
Not really. It's
No.
okay. Like, I mean, they probably didn't pay for Gibson, for the likeness. So it doesn't have like any frets, I don't think. But it looks okay. I mean, the thing wasn't that expensive.
You got multiple heads?
No, just the one head, which is
you can't
unfortunate because
Can't
he
make
looks like
that
he's
face
taking
there.
he looks like he's taking a crunch. But anyways, or he looks psychotic on the back. Like, that's just creepy.
Oh, see, that's cool there.
There you go. That's it. That's all I got for vinyl adjacent.
Oh, wow. Ooh,
Yep.
short
The rest is
segment.
all
I don't know
vinyl.
what to do.
So I'll make it up for the next segment. Trust me.
Okay, well, I'm going to. I forgot to pull some more albums that are turning 50 in 2021, which is what I've been doing. But I still have some left over from the last time, so we'll get those out of the way. And if there's still more time, we'll finally get to those new records I picked up from the James Day when James picked me up a whole bunch of records. But let's see what's left on the albums turning 50 years old in 2021. Let's continue, see what I have next to go. Did I give any teases last time? I don't remember.
I don't think so.
It's a Grateful Dead.
No. I think I already showed one from these guys, but they also put this out.
That's right.
The Who.
Oh, the Who. What record's that?
Meaty, Beady, Big, and Bouncy, which
I don't
are.
think I've ever seen that. Have you showed this on the show before?
Oh, I must have, because I've been through.
Yeah,
the
you went
whole-
through everything.
God,
I have that
don't
one too.
remember that name.
Maybe it's Canadian.
Really?
I don't know.
I've never seen that. I've never seen that record before.
Oh, yeah, we've seen this. You see this a lot around here. Like I've seen it. Anyways, Meaty, Beady, Big, and Bouncy. That's actual code names for the lads right here. Meaty. Who do you think Meaty is?
Oh, definitely Entwistle.
Nope. Meaty
What?
is Roger.
Okay, it's terrible names then.
Beady.
Nothing fits.
Who's Beady?
Well, it's Moon.
Right.
Edie,
Big.
right?
Big.
Plant. Not Plant. Geez, wrong band.
Pete.
Oh,
Pete would be Big, and
The
Roger.
Ox.
Roger.
I don't know.
Ox is Big. Entwistle's
These names are
big.
dumb.
Bouncy
like 'em.
is Pete.
The only one that makes sense is Beatty because he played the drums. The rest of them don't make sense.
So there's the shot of the kids there looking And they're looking, and then on the back is the opposite.
Oh,
Look at Keith. Love it. Look at hijinks, guys.
he was always up to something. That guy.
What tracks are on that?
So this is like, a compo of their
it's a
singles.
comp? Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So there you go.
They were a singles band when they started. A lot of their stuff wasn't on albums.
Albums, yeah.
I think the original title was supposed to be Who Looks Back? Who Looks Back?
That's good. That's a better name, I think.
I only got, there's nothing happening in there. We got the record.
Is that different than what's the Hooligans? Wasn't that a comp that they put out too?
They had a few.
Yeah.
Hits?
They've had a few.
That one I see all the time, but I've never seen that one.
Previously, I'm trying to see if there's any. No, this is MCA Records, California, New York.
Okay.
Printed in Canada, though.
Wow.
This would have come with a sleeve, like a picture. There was pictures on the sleeve, and apparently the inside of the sleeve, there was a picture of the bar that those guys, the Who, played at, where they famously, Pete accidentally put his guitar into the roof just by accident. Crowd goes crazy. He proceeds to smash his guitar for the next 50 years. And they had a shot of that bar on the inside here somewhere. But I don't have that. I just have a plain Jane sleeve. So there you go. That's not an expensive record if you haven't seen it in your area. You should be able to find that. Next up, it's an import for me.
Rainbow Bridge.
Some Hendrix Rainbow Bridge, another compilation. Second posthumous album from Hendrix, from the Hendrix people, and that's it. Basically, they didn't really do too much more with his stuff after he died.
Yeah.
This one or two, and that was it. Here's the back. So this is apparently the original motion picture soundtrack of the Rainbow Bridge movie. I don't know. I've never seen that.
Yeah, it was terrible.
It's got some pictures there. This album does not include any of the songs that were played in the Rainbow Bridge movie. So
That's right.
I don't know.
Yeah, that I don't know if you remember, but that set Hendrix Live at Maui. That
Right.
was all the footage that he shot for that was for that movie.
Oh, right. Yes, that's the story.
Right. But none of the tracks that he performed in the movie actually made it on the album, on the soundtrack. And you can find that footage on YouTube.
Yes.
They
This
got
is,
the big foam pieces of foam over the microphones because they shot beside a volcano,
right.
and the
Yeah.
wind was blowing through the mics. Yeah.
This is import because my copy's from England, apparently.
Nice.
From England. Yeah. Okay. So there's that. And like I said, this is just the last of the 50th anniversary vinyls we're showing on this episode. I still have more to pull. But we are getting late in the year of the stuff I have. So there might only be like 3 or 4 or 5, I don't know, titles left for me to find. I just didn't get around to pulling them. But here's a big one.
Never heard of it.
No. That's a big step. What? Curtiss showed this last episode, I think.
Yeah, I think so. He had a remaster though, or like a new copy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I get this.
Have they said what they're going to do for the re-release of that?
I have not heard anything about that. Yeah. Well,
sure they got
Page
to.
went and re-released all these already, right?
Yeah.
He did giant box sets of these, so that was only a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And whoop. Something
Bill Condish.
something just happened there a little bit. 50 years of glue is not going to stick around.
Not in Bill's fingers.
And then we have Some people have this and some people don't.
I got that
lyric sheet on there.
Mine has that.
Ours was different. Remember, we compared yours and mine.
Yeah, I think it had a different label on it.
Mine was a little bit longer, but yours had more width. Anyways, that's 3 big albums from 1971, turning 50. And if we get back around to me, I still got a bunch of really cool stuff I've been dying to show you guys that I picked up from my buddy James a while ago, if we get back to me. But I'll pass it along now and let Matt Bandy take over. Whoop, not wrong button again. I'm not used to 3 people, folks.
Goodness.
Playing the piano.
Wow.
So I got a few new records last weekend. So I'll show those.
This is from a store?
Yeah, this is from my local shop. From Boo Boo Records in San Luis Obispo, California. So I picked up.
Oh, more sleep.
So remember how I said I already had a copy of this?
Sure. Yes.
When we were talking on Twitter?
I just told Kevin that the other night. I said, you remember that time Bandy said?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I got this confused with the Leagues Beneath release that they did on Third Man. The Clarity was originally released via Southern Lord Records, and I never picked it up because it was released in one of those like kind of plastic, like hard plastic sleeves, to where it didn't, it doesn't have a spine on it. It was just almost like kind of what a picture disc comes in. So I just hate those. And so I always kind of like, I'll get it sometime. But it was a really cool, like there was a bunch of different color variants on it. And it was like clear with this like green blob in the center. It always looked really neat, but I hated the packaging of it. So I just never picked it up. So I was happy when Third Man re-released that, because it actually, you get a proper sleeve with the thing. It says on the back, the dealer is my refuge, Ionic, life complete.
Wow.
I gotta say, I love their logo. It's that logo, like it's just so. Yeah, that is so good. Like with the the eyes.
The eyes, yeah.
Closed. It's awesome.
So this is
read
single-sided. So this is what the.
Oh, just one side?
Yeah, it's just a 10-minute track. So this is a single song.
Okay.
And I don't know if you can see on the back. You can kind of get a little bit.
Cool.
It's etched. Yeah, go look at a legit picture of that.
Yeah, it's an awesome etching.
Yeah, it's a astronaut. I don't know if you could kind of see that there. Yeah, go check out a picture of that.
Check out our Twitter, because we talked about it there.
Yeah,
I showed it. What's that go for if it's one song? It's a single.
It was like, what was this? Like $15, I think.
Oh, America.
Add 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then from the same spot, I picked up this record I've been looking for a long time, and haven't been able to find it. But I was happy to see this in the new arrivals. Conway Twitty and Loretta Lynn, Louisiana Woman, Mississippi Man. So this is the final of their duo records that I needed to get. And it's funny, this is the one I wanted the longest. Ended up getting it last. But yeah. Look at that. Look at that coif. Look at that hair. So good.
For safety.
Yeah.
That thing's in great shape.
I mean, that back that looks like a cigarette ad.
Yeah.
It does.
Marlboro Man.
Yeah. So like, it was kind of like a leisure suit almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, this is such a good record. Louisiana Woman, Mississippi Man is a great song too.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some Bye Bye Love. Yeah, it's so good. And I believe it's just on the MCA sleeve. Nothing else exciting in there. But yeah. Finished subset complete on these.
Nice.
And then
how many did they do together?
Geez, let me look. There was at least 3, maybe 4. It's 1, 2. Yeah, they did 3. So that was the third. And then at another local spot, another record store called Captain Nemo's or Cheap Thrills, I picked up Fragile by Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I was never really the biggest Yes fan, but I had some buddies who were really into this band, and my son has been kind of listening to some of their stuff. There's an anime that he watches where they use Roundabout on it. So I picked this up for him and then listened to it and kind of give this band another chance and kind of dig in a little bit more.
Yeah, totally.
I used to have the Relayer record, I believe is the name of it. It was like a gray landscape picture, and it was two sides. It was like just 2 tracks, one long big track on either side. But yeah, I was always drawn to the artwork on these records too. Get your gatefold.
Miss Elba Bob has a question. Is the cover artist a band member?
I don't know. No idea.
Yeah.
So here it has the original sleeve, but I got it in this guy here.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
I don't know if there's any other ephemera in there. Nope, we're good. So yeah, it's a cool record.
Is Roundabout on that one?
Yeah, it has Roundabout.
Right on.
And I don't know if there was another track on here that I really remembered or that got any radio play. But yeah, there's some kind of weird short interludes in between some of the songs. But yeah, it's a cool record. So yeah, I'm gonna dig a little deeper into some of their stuff.
That Owner of a Lonely Heart album is actually really good too. I know it gets poo-pooed on by people like Bill.
Yeah.
Oh, that song just started playing.
That song's great, man. That song's fantastic. And the rest of the album is really good. Like if you like 80s prog stuff, it's good times. Yeah. And you can find it cheap too, because they sold a bajillion copies of it. It's like a number. It's like that stupid 90210 show ruined the number because it's like 90125, I think, is the number. But now I can never remember it because of that stupid show. Roger Dean did the artwork. He's not a musician.
Cool. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that name. But yeah. So yeah, those are my 3 new pickups.
Beauty. So, let us know, what did the Yes album go for?
This was $5.
No, that's awesome. That's good.
Not gonna find that here for that.
Yeah, no. The shop that I got this at, their used prices are pretty good. So usually you're not going to pay more than $10 for an older record.
Nice.
Yeah, and the jacket's in perfect condition.
No, yeah, and it's fine. The vinyl's fine too. So yeah.
Jesus.
Yep.
All right.
Those are my new pickups.
Nice. That's all you want to do this round?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
So I'll do. I guess we're gonna go around twice. Then we're gonna go around.
Looks like it.
Okay. So I'll do my. These pickups are the stuff, and then the next round I'll do what I got today at the record store. So first up, Sloan released a new another B-sides album. So this is all like B-side tracks from 1998 to 2001. So
how do people even find out about that?
It's on their website. So they send me an email. Sloan's like, "You're awesome. You buy our stuff. Here's an email to let you know that this is coming out."
Like they should have an ad somewhere.
They do. They email it to you. So this thing, like, it's only was it 2,000 copies? It's 1,000 or 2,000 copies.
Wow.
So, and this one's actually made in Canada, which is impressive because usually they're made in Germany or something like that. But they actually found a Canadian press for this one. So
nice.
Here's the vinyl. The first
is there a pressing plant in Canada?
Yeah, there's a few.
Okay.
Here's our red. It looks actually a lot nicer in person. A lot brighter. It's coming out a little dull in the camera, but yeah, the first one was green and this one's red. So yeah, you got to sign up for their emails. And put it there, put it together later. Okay, what do I want? Oh yeah, I don't want to show that yet. The Sheepdogs released a new EP, No Simple Thing. Has 6 songs on it, and this is fantastic. This is a great. Oh my goodness!
Again, they should be out promoting this stuff.
It's been all over the place, Bill. Come on, you can get this on Amazon. Of course, it came in this great. I just love this. Like, they're a 70s throwback band, right? And you know how, like, we, collecting records and you get all that 70s advertisements in there, and they just totally ape that for this EP. They put all their albums in there, but it just looks totally like a K-Tel thing.
Yeah,
I just loved it. And there's the monochrome stuff. That's good. That's good stuff.
That's cool.
Right there. So of course I had to put it in its own. I had to put it protected in there.
Wow.
But this is it's only an EP. It plays a 45, and oh my god, this thing sounds so good. Yeah, that's good time.
So how many tracks are on there?
6 tracks are on there. Yeah. And
what's it cost me?
Well, I paid $20 for it, but right now it's going for $30 on Amazon. But I think I saw it out there in the wild for $20 today. So
okay, you
can still find the deal. Next, I grabbed. This was a pre-order that just came in this week, and this is Billy Gibbons from ZZ Top, Hardwire. He's been putting out a couple of solo albums lately, and I've missed out on the last one. So it's been on my Amazon wish list forever, and it hasn't dropped in price. So
Who
I saw
else
this one
plays
coming
on
out.
the record?
I don't believe there's too many other musicians. I mean, I just gave it a casual spin. I didn't really do a deep dive on it. I didn't hear like Slash or anything like that. It was just him doing his thing. But yeah, he's been cranking out the solo stuff lately, and I missed out on the last one. So this came up for pre-order, and I thought I better grab that because it was $20, and I don't know how much it is now. I didn't look, I didn't see, but it's just a regular black vinyl. But it's got a cool. I like the label on here. It's the speedometer from the Hot Rod. That was kind of neat. Yeah, nice little touch. But yeah, it's a good. It's a little more slow and bluesy than what you expect from ZZ Top. But it's good stuff. Laid back, I guess, would be the correct word for it. And it's got that nice feel too. That I don't know, that cardboard
matte finish.
Yeah, it's good. It's good stuff. I don't know where that other Neil Young. I got Neil Young the Times, but I don't know where the heck it went. Maybe it got lost in there. Maybe it's in the other pile. We'll see. We'll see on the next round. But for now, I'll just wrap up this round with this wonderful set.
Boom.
This is Neil Young and Crazy Horse, Way Down at the Rust Bucket. Deluxe edition, 4 LPs, 2 CDs, plus a DVD of the concert live. Santa Cruz, November 13th, 1990. Got 19 tracks, 3 blistering sets on 4 LPs. So this is like my favorite era of Neil Young because that's when I got into him, was the Ragged Glory album. And like a buddy of mine taped that album onto a cassette for me off a CD, and I listened to it and I was like, oh, this is Neil Young. This is the guy who sings Old Man on the radio. It was fantastic, and it was guitar distortion and all that. So this concert is him playing it all those songs from that album for the first time live. It got horrible reviews by some people on Amazon. One of the reviews was this album sucks. There's one song on it that it's just Neil Young saying ain't got mashed potatoes, ain't got no T-bone over and over again. And I read that bad review and I said, that's my album right there. I love that stuff. I want that. I want to hear Neil Young do that. And he does. And it's good. I like it. You'll like this. This has some fake ephemera on here. It has a little note from Neil Young, like it's typed out. So this would be like if this was an actual note from Neil Young that you just like dropped a little note in there, and you're supposed to like take it like, okay, that's good, and then you throw it out. That would be ephemera. That's like the literal definition of ephemera. But this is fake ephemera because who's going to throw this out? You're going to keep that, right? Unfortunately, it doesn't really have any sort of like set list or anything. It just has like who wrote stuff and who the crew is and that. So if you want to find out like what songs are on the album, you actually have to go look on the label for each album.
I just got to say though, the point of you not throwing it out turns it into ephemera.
No.
At that point, it becomes ephemera.
No. Have you looked at the definition of ephemera? Have you looked at it? Have you gone to the dictionary and looked at it?
I just gave it to you.
Didn't we have a whole? I think the actual definition was read aloud, and I'm not.
Whatever Bill said is completely wrong. Anyways, I'm not a big fan of the artwork, to be honest. I hate like blurry photos. It's just not my thing. I like being able to see what's going on in there. If these were like in focus, it's all just normal, his label on there, that Reprise Records. So I'm not too keen on the sleeves. And there's no a lot of these sets too with the multiple records in them and the box. I'll put like a little pull tab in there so you can pull them out.
Right.
This doesn't have that. You got just enough in there to get your fingers in there. But they're just regular sleeves in there. There's your 4 records, 4 LPs. And you get the 2. Unfortunately, it's all the same show. You get the same show on 2 CDs for bringing into your car. And then you get the DVD of the show.
Cool.
That's awesome. I want
that. Yeah, it's I think it's still on sale on Amazon. The thing goes for regularly $130, and they put a 30% off on there. We brought it down to $80, which it's still expensive, but I didn't think it was that bad for what you get.
That's got me thinking.
I mean, this is one of my favorite. This is my favorite era. This is it right here.
Speaking of which, I can give a little service announcement. Amazon, we talked about that Tom Petty Wildflowers Super Deluxe Edition.
Yes,
it is on sale right now for 25% off. Still super expensive, but just thought I'd let you know.
What's the price with 25% off?
Hold on. Stand by.
Because I pretty much have part of the set now, and I just need the other part.
I don't got any part. Hello, save and compare. There we go. Did I already buy it and it disappeared back there? Hold on.
I think you deserve to get that, Bill.
Yeah.
Wildflowers and All the Rest Deluxe Vinyl. Price drop 25%. Was $240.
Oh my God.
is now 181.
Yeah, that's still way too expensive.
40.
And I love Wildflowers, man. I put that extra disc on and I'm like, my God, like he was just on a roll. And it's so fun to listen to too, because they leave all the little bits in between the songs where like he'll play the song and be like, okay, was that too fast for you, Rick? You know, real sarcastic, and all those fun little bits are in there. It's so good. I don't know why they made it so goddamn expensive though. I mean, what is it? 6 LPs?
The deluxe. I think that has the hardcover book in it, right? Doesn't it? Yeah, it's got.
There's a bunch of stuff in it.
Yeah, all the LPs are in like that vinyl booklet thing.
Right. Yeah, it's like an old fashioned album.
Yeah, like 78s used to come in.
Yeah,
and it's not a hardcover book, but it is a massive book. Comes with it. And yeah, it's like 7 discs.
7. Is there any DVDs or anything in there?
No, you gotta get the bigger set for that. There's a super.
There's a bigger set.
Yeah,
oh
there was a super duper deluxe, and it had like a medicine bag of stuff, and it had.
Yeah. Oh man,
weird stuff.
How much was that? 500.
Probably.
How ironic is all these high-priced versions of this out there when the album was originally cut down to 1 disc because Tom Petty didn't want to overcharge his fans for 2 discs. My goodness. Insane.
Yep. So Miss Elba Bob does, just to clarify, if the TTC stopped making Metro passes, are old Metro passes now considered ephemera? The moment you kept them, they turned into ephemera. Is what
yes. Yeah. Like an old program.
Thank you. I'm correct.
How are you correct?
Moving on.
Explain. What are you correct about? The stuff. If you're meant to keep it, it's not ephemera.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like this AC/DC cassette, right? If I open it up and I say, well, let's look at the ephemera, and then we look at this.
Yes.
This is not ephemera. You're meant to keep this. This is not ephemera. You're meant to keep this. It's something that it's like a note from somebody that's left in there.
That's what I said.
That you're like, okay, I'm going to throw that out now. That's ephemera.
But the moment you keep it, I'm saying, is when it has become ephemera.
Or does it cease to become ephemera when you keep it?
Wow. Existential.
Now we're getting into chicken and egg stuff, and I don't know. All I know is that if it's not meant to be thrown away, it was never ephemera to begin.
Guys, next week, debuting on Start to Continue YouTube, the ephemera live chat, where we go through.
I just don't want you guys to seem foolish. That's all. I'm just trying to save you. That's all.
Okay, Kevin, that was a great set.
Thank you.
And it all came undamaged too.
This is true. Yes, it came very packed well. It was impressive. It came with that, the other Neil Young record I got, and I got some more record sleeves too. It was all packed well. I was surprised.
Wow, that one really has me tempted, but $80 plus tax now. And God damn it.
Well, the shipping was free. It's a great set though. I like it. I don't know if it's for everybody, but that's like I said, that's my era of Neil Young right there.
That reminds me, another public service announcement. I heard today the Neil Young Archive, which is a really good website, Neil's website archive, where he's putting all the stuff out for members. I heard today he put out the Bridge School benefit concerts from 88 and 89.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if they're for members only or they're for everybody, but this is what a radio announcer said, that they are now out there. And these were multi-artist concerts. And they said, yeah, they're released now on the Neil Young Archive. So check that out if you're lucky. You can watch the whole thing for free.
I see, because I thought he was going to skip the 80s altogether, because he, like, all the stuff that he's been re-releasing has been from the 70s. And then he jumped to this set from 1990, right? And I was like, are you just you're going to forget all about that because it seemed like he was going in chronological order, and then it was because I know like a lot of it's not popular and a lot of it is not his greatest work, but there's still some stuff there that I think is worth archiving, if you will, including that. So that's good news that there's still a chance that a lot of that's going to come out.
If you're a big Neil guy, like that archive might be worth buying a membership for because he is pumping out a lot of stuff on there.
Yeah, maybe I should look into that.
I'm a free member. I was a free member for a long time. Okay. So if we are continuing with me, I had a bunch of records that a buddy of mine picked up for me while he was at a Kijiji pickup, like a buy and sell pickup for something else that he was getting. He saw a bunch of records, called me on the phone, and over the phone, we were going through all of these records that this guy had. And like literally one by one, I'm like, don't waste this time on me, please. Just it's fine. He's like, no problem. We don't mind. And so we went through the whole thing, and I was thinking they'd be like a yard sale $1 to $2 records, but they were all individually priced. And some of them were like $30, some were $5. And I weaned it down to a nice little package that I liked, and then I worked on the guy to get him down to a little bit of a better price. And I think these records
over the phone
through James. So I would say something to James. James would say it to the dude. The dude would go, no, how about this price? And James go, well, I know. So it went that way.
Poor James.
I know at that point, I'm like, well, I'm buying shit. There's no way I'm walking away at this point
right,
because James put in all this time. So we did, it cost some money, but I think it worked out to like maybe $8 a record once the whole bundle was put together.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it was okay. 8 or what? How much longer are we going to be? I got a big kid saying, do you know how much longer you're going to be?
You got somewhere to be?
To go where? He can't. Well, anyways, I'm a half an hour left on here. No. Goodbye. I'm busy. Go talk to cats. Cats are being sold. Okay. If you stay any longer, you can come on the show.
Oh.
Hey. Yeah, show us her Harry Styles poster.
You have a request for the Harry Styles poster.
We want to see where your dad ripped it.
Your friends want to see Naked Boy?
Yes.
Oh.
Hey, I'm very secure in my masculinity. I'm fine with that. I don't care.
The stuff Kevin has said tonight, yeah.
Doesn't bother me. Let me tell you, that's when I'll tell when out during my turn.
No, go ahead.
There was one record that I bought. It was like the one record that I went to the store to find, and I took it off the shelf, and I was like, oh, I got this record. And the record underneath it was that infamous Canadian record. I think it's called Kraken or Crack or something like that. And it's all these guys that are bent over showing their ass. You must have seen this record, Bill.
I've never seen that.
And yeah, it's like, and this guy had like some of the guys sign it, like there was some signatures on it. But that was left, like I pulled the record from the front, and then that second record was left there, and I was like, I'm just gonna bury that a little bit because I was embarrassed for the store that thing was out. But go check it out online. I think it's Cracked or Kraken or something like that. Everybody's cracking. I can't believe I've seen that a few times out there. I'll find it. I'll find it. You can decide whether or not you want to post the photo.
A little ways back in the chat, Miss Elba Bob mentioned July 18th, so you should mention that Bob Dylan has announced his first concert back since the COVID close downs. It will be a streaming event. So you buy tickets through this company that is hosting him. They're only $25 a ticket, and you're going to see a streaming Bob Dylan concert. The concert will only be available for, I think, 4 days or something, and then it disappears. It seems like a no-brainer, but for me, the drawback is I don't want to watch it on my phone, and there doesn't seem to be a way to stream it to your screen or to your sound system. So I'm still trying to figure out how that works. They said if you have AirPlay, you can do it. I don't have AirPlay, and I don't know. Okay. It's the company's called Veeps, and that's where the live concert will be streaming from. I'll probably end up doing it, but I really want to find a way to get it on the big screen with the surround sound. But people have to let me know if they figure that out. Go ahead, Kevin.
Nothing.
Oh, I thought you found it.
No, not yet. I'm looking. It's hard to find this thing. I don't know what the exact name. So,
well, have you guys heard of any other acts doing these streaming concerts and how to get it onto your main screen?
No. I like with Apple products, you can do screen mirroring. Like I can mirror whatever is on my phone to my TV.
Yeah, you casting. That's what the Samsung has, right?
Yeah, to a Samsung device. So I don't know how to do it on the projector.
Oh,
or through the surround sound is what I really want.
Right.
So yeah, you're right. I probably could mirror screen to the Samsung, but
just listen to it with headphones on.
Yeah.
Hold it close to your face.
I could. Oh,
you're front row, man.
I have the Samsung VR goggles where you slap the phone into your VR goggles.
Yeah.
You can do that. Okay. Kevin was on a Neil Young run, albums that he might not want to talk about. So I picked up one in this batch.
Yep.
I just remember that one.
Shocking Pinks. Wondering. I like that album.
Yeah, I gave it a listen. Some honky tonkin'.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, Wondering's a great song.
This is 80s?
Yeah. On Geffen. Geffen was pissed, right, when he released this.
Yeah, well, he had all those big hits in the 70s, and they signed him to a big contract in the 80s, and that's when Neil decided to get experimental.
Right.
And they're like, oh, we want the guy who does the country songs and Old Man and all that. He's like, yeah, that's not what I'm doing right now. I'm doing, like Trans? Really, Trans was something else. And like Trans has Transformer Man, and he's singing like through this weird, has this weird vocal effect or whatever. And yeah, they were not happy with him.
So did he do this for spite, or did he just want to do it? Yeah, it was spite, wasn't it? Because there's like one song where he's saying, Payola Blues.
Yeah.
Where he's kind of talking about the industry. Dedicated to Peggy and Alex. There's a nice shot of the man. The news around here in Ontario is that he's now back living in the province at a very old cottage on a lake. Somewhere in the Peterborough area, I think.
Really?
If people want to hunt him down, him and Daryl.
How did he get? I thought he was stuck in the States with the COVID.
He put out a tweet or something that he has been at this cottage and they're renovating this 180-year-old cottage or whatever. And it's in Ontario, near Omami.
You got enough money, you can get wherever you want, Kev.
Yeah. I'm sure they made exceptions for. I can't find this album cover.
So this is still a fun one. You can see the price Buddy had on there. He had a $20 on there.
Is that a $20 record?
I don't think so. They'll pay the right price. If you paid $8, that's. I mean, I saw it was actually surprising how much the Neil Young albums had gone up in price. I wasn't expecting that when I flipped through, because like usually like the stuff like that is fairly cheap.
I teased you guys this one a couple weeks back. The Alice Cooper in the shipping box. Just has the sleeve in here. Crazy eyes. Aftermath. Nothing but trouble. Look at that. Muscle of Love. Alice Cooper. It's lots of weird things going on with this sleeve. It's just things are happening all over. But vinyl's perfect. Nice looking vinyl there.
Yeah, it's a good album. I think that's the last one with the Alice Cooper band.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Then they did the greatest hits, and then he took over the name.
It's Tom Glavine.
Tom Glavine, the pitcher.
Oh, Tom Glavine,
Right,
the pitcher.
that's
Yeah,
right.
we talked about.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Atlanta Braves.
Now, Kevin was going to show something from that Matt Bandy showed. I'm going to show something related to what Matt Bandy showed last week, too. Like I said, this is my mission to find more of these guys. Mountain.
Oh,
Nice. Avalanche. I don't have that one.
I want that one.
Look at
I
that.
looked for that today.
Tearing it up.
Nice.
This, yeah, I saw that on that Richard Simmons VHS.
That guy?
Hey, yo. I did listen to this too. It's rocking. It's really good. Just paper sleeve. I guess you guys think I should change that sleeve out.
Oh, for Leslie West? Absolutely.
That might be my
Nothing else.
favorite guitar tone of all time.
Oh. Who was on the last one? What was his name? Was it Tom?
Tom Glavine.
Tom Glavine.
Tom, right. That might be more. This is a weird spot to sign it, but why wreck the cover when you can just sign it in there?
Tom.
Yeah, put it right in there. Yeah, makes sense.
That's a good idea.
Smart guy. Look at Tom.
Tom is smart. So Mountain, this is my first Mountain that I actually own.
Nice.
Avalanche. What was the price on there? Did we say? He had 15 on that. Get Rushified. Power
That's a good one.
windows.
That's a good one.
Windows.
I don't know that one.
Big money's on this. What else would they know that's on here?
I think that's the only big song on that one.
Mystic Rhythms. God, dude. $20 he had on this one. This, look at that's Matt Bandy condition right there. That's
Looking brand new.
got a sleeve here. Look at the boys.
That is some hair.
That is-
Getty.
Yeah, that's a main. That is a
You just
main
got it
there.
blown out. That's just blown out.
Yeah.
That's what happens. So this should have a sleeve inside this sleeve, right? That's what you guys would like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Got our old TV right there. That's a good idea. Okay, I will do that. And did I show the just lyrics on the back here? No cutout on these either. No hole. What else? What else? How about some? This is a UK edition, $15, Deep Purple.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one
There you
too.
go. Yeah. They just
That's
got that
that's
not
really-
too long ago.
That's a really good album.
Mm-hmm.
Put the lyrics right on the back.
That was the first
Okay.
record with what's his name? They singing. The guy who went on to Whitesnake.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Oh man, it was right there. God dang it.
Coverdale.
Thank you. Yeah.
David Coverdale.
Oh, yeah, 74.
Mhm.
This one's on EMI Records. Paper sleeve. Got a big P.
Oh, you got some care of your record there.
Yeah, look at that.
Nice. Those are good tips.
Worn or chipped stylus.
Yeah.
There's an important notice on the bottom too. Very important stuff here, guys. No broadcasting.
And that album is like got a lot of good John Lord stuff on it. Like he goes pretty crazy.
Crazy on the
Keys on the Hammond organ.
Hammond.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, I better end it there if you guys want more time. Sorry for going a bit crazy there. I've been excited to show you guys these new records.
That's good. Out. Do you have more?
Yep, there's still
a
whack of them.
Are we going like 2 hours and getting out of here, or what?
No,
whatever.
We're moving on. I'm moving on.
All right, you're the host.
No, you guys can have some time here. You don't got a lot of time, but
I got a whole stack here of records I bought today. So
okay, I'll show just a couple here. So I got this Grateful Dead record.
What?
I don't know if you've ever seen this one. Oh wait, just kidding. It's not the Grateful Dead.
Big Kiss Goodnight.
So this is a band from Baltimore.
Who's got them good?
From Baltimore called Trapped Under Ice. This is their second record called Big Kiss Goodnight. Did I get you? Did you think that was a great?
Yeah, totally. It was an awesome cover.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
it definitely has got a cool cover art. But Trapped Under Ice, they play metallic hardcore. Saw these guys in the early 2000s in California.
So they're named after the Metallica song, I guess.
I don't know. That's a good guess. We got some band tour shenanigan photos here. We got lyrics. So this was their second full length, but third release. If I remember, this was on the Coke
nice
bottle.
Wowzers.
And you guys recognize the Johnny Depp and Tracy Lords? That was Crybaby.
Crybaby.
Oh,
I've never seen that.
No, it's a good movie. It's got Iggy Pop in it, and a couple other others that John Waters would use in his movies. But yeah, they have a few sound clips from that movie in this, and with that movie also takes place in Baltimore. So I think, or no, it's Hairspray that takes place in Baltimore. But there is clips from both movies in that. And then, so this was their first record here, called Secrets of the World. This was put out, I think this was on Reaper Records. This was released on, also on Reaper Records too. This was my preferred. Their sound kind of changed for the Big Kiss Goodnight, but this is probably my favorite of their releases. Got on a gatefold. Shots of the band and the lyrics. And Baltimore City Hardcore. Ooh, okay, we got an old download card here. This is actually like a credit card.
I just got an album with like a Tragically Hip album that I showed earlier. I opened it up and had it was like on a card.
Yeah, so drop crazy. Cards. I don't know if that's still good, but if you want it, it's yours.
It's too bad they got away from that now. Like now you buy records, you don't get any download codes in them.
Yeah, that's funny.
I actually have some records that they came with a CD. Like you get
Oh, really?
a CD
For sure.
in with the record. It was awesome. It's like, they get both. Might as well get the album because then you get both.
Yeah. So this is also
nice.
This is like another. It's clear vinyl, but it's kind of got that like that privacy glass color.
Yeah. Bathroom glass.
Bathroom glass. When you're in the shower, you can still kind of see the outline, but you can't see the definition.
This is how like the Blue Nuit scene starts. The ladies behind that kind of glass.
Blue Nuit.
That's so I've been told. That artwork kind of looks like that Foo Fighters album, One by One.
Oh yeah, the heart.
Yeah.
What is that? Yeah, I know.
Is it One by One? Is that what it's called? I don't know what it's called.
I don't know. My wife's more of a Foo Fighters fan than I, but I know what record that is though. It's black and white and it's got the heart on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that weird. I don't think I've ever had a. What year did this record? This came out in what year? 2009.
Yeah, that the hip album I have that has the card came out in 2008. So must have been a small window there where they were doing that.
Yeah. So would you consider this ephemera?
Yep.
Is it okay? I don't know. This is something I kind of want to keep. I would want to keep this because it's
you would want to keep it because you're not thinking like okay, it's not something that's meant to be kept, right? It's a note that's in there. Hey, download this thing. Once you download it, you throw it away.
But does it cease to be ephemera now that I want to keep this?
Like, why do you guys keep asking me what it means? It's right there in the dictionary. Just go look it up for yourself.
You're the one that muddies the water on these things.
There's no muddy water. It's right there in the dictionary. It explains what it is.
So, Miss Elba Bob, that was a download code on the card. That's for how they were handing out the download codes.
Go get it. Go get it. See if
it's there.
I'd be surprised to see if that link still works.
That'd be awesome if she came back next episode and she was like right into that band. Right into Trapped Under Ice.
Mm-hmm.
You guys mentioned Iggy Pop, so she brought up this great interview by Peter Zowski. Do you remember him, Kevin? On CBC, he did awesome interviews.
Sounds familiar. Peter Zowski.
There's a cool documentary on the Stooges that's on Amazon. It's called I think it's called Gimme Danger. It's great. It's awesome. Okay. You kept.
Oh, that's it? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll stop looking up Peter Zowski. Okay. Mike
Wazowski?
So, yeah, I actually went to a store today. First time since February. The restrictions were lax enough that I could actually go. So the first thing I got was the Black Keys.
There you go.
So it was going for $40 right now on the old Amazon. And they had it there for $26.99. So I said, I'll pick that up. I was at Cops at the Schwa at Oshawa. So they only had like 2 copies left. So if you're watching this and you want a copy of the Black Keys for $26, they had 2 left.
Better hurry.
Here's my Matt Bandy record.
Yes.
So I the next thing I did, I marched over the Canadian section. I saw that there for $5. For $5.
Wow, dang, that's like $3 American. That's cheap.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And I said, if this is in good shape, I am buying this because I was into BTO when I was a kid, but all I had was the greatest hits, right? I didn't know what the albums were or anything. And so if this comes Matt Bandy approved, then I'll get this one. So
I love that finger point he's doing on the cover there. It's great.
Well, it's just you already showed this record, so
did you listen to it yet?
No, I haven't. I just got these today, so I've listened to a couple of things, but not this one yet.
Okay,
but it's
good. All around. Yeah.
I mean, I know several of the songs.
There's the 2 big hits are on that.
Rock and Roll Highway
and Rolling Down the Highway and Ain't Seen Nothing Yet.
Let it roll. So I just cleared out their Canadian section. Got a bunch of Canadian band stuff here. So you guys heard me talk about Frank Marino and Mahogany Rush. So I picked up all the Mahogany Rush I could find. So this is a funky cover.
That's a weird cover, yeah.
I like it. It's kind of out there. But this just says Mahogany Rush on it. It doesn't say. Yeah, they're kind of proggy. So it's just like 70s rock.
70s. Okay,
you know?
Cool.
And
Yeah,
I haven't even. I looked at it in the store, but I never really looked at the gatefold or anything. Okay, well, it just has this kind of thing in there. That was big. Those kind of things.
Mahogany Rush.
Yeah, this Mahogany Rush. Mahogany Rush. I don't think they were like anything outside of Canada. But that's kind of cool label on there.
Any comparison to any other bands?
I mean, it's it's just 70s rock. You know, it's just like that 70s rock sound. And then the stuff that they have from the 80s sounds a little more like 80s hard rock, but not hairband rock, like legit rock and roll. And Frank Marino is a fantastic guitar player. He's really good. And
that's a cool cover too.
Yeah. It's Tales from the Unexpected. It's $5. This one has the Frank Marino and Mahogany Rush on there. And I haven't listened to any of these yet. I have a couple of other albums. But that's the bonus of living. This actually has a Columbia label on there, so. And these are all in great condition. And yeah, the advantage of living in Canada is like, there's tons of these records at the store, so you can get them for a good price. Here's Mahogany Rush 4. They started doing the Led Zeppelin thing. That's another funky. I don't know what the heck this is.
Weird.
It's some sort of. I think this held the Enterprise before it launched off.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's cool.
I don't know what the heck's going on. But yeah, hopefully they're good, man. I mean, I love their other albums, and this has like an older sleeve in it, a ridge sleeve. It's weird. Cops usually puts their own sleeves on there. But there we go. Still on the Columbia label for Mahogany Rush 4. So these all came out late 70s. Sort of, they kind of get a little proggy, but I don't want to get. I think prog has got such a generic thing, and people like have expectations when you say prog. So they're just more rock and roll. Now these guys are more prog. This is another Canadian band called Saga.
Saga. That's a cool
$4.99
album too.
Yeah. So I found this funny on here. I don't know if it'll show up. Let's see if I can get it. The focus here. This little wording in there. Can you see what that says? All sections.
Something 100% Canadian.
No, it actually says CanCon on there. So CanCon is Canadian content. And at the time when this came out in 78, there was new CRTC regulations that you had to play so much Canadian content on the radio. So that was like them saying, hey, anything you play on here is going to count for Canadian content. So you DJs, you Canadian DJs out there, make sure to play tracks from this record. I thought it was kind of endearing and a little weird at the same time. But I don't know if this Moth guy was like if they were going for like a mascot for a while, because he kind of appears on this one as well, called Silent Night. I think he's stuck in some sort of contraption there or something like that.
That's cool too.
But this I would classify as prog rock.
KNIGH.
That's right, Silent Night. When I first looked at it, I thought, oh, this isn't their Christmas album. But yeah, I would say this is like more prog rock in terms of Alan Parsons Project, that kind of stuff, like very synth heavy.
Okay.
Are they? Oh, I always thought they were heavier.
No, not really. Not really. I like the other album, actually. I listened to both of these when I got home, and I like the other album a little bit more than this one. This one seemed a little more commercial, like they were trying to get a hit. I did recognize the one song on here, Don't Be Late, which must have got some play on the Canadian radio, because I did recognize it a little bit. But yeah, it's good stuff, though. They're kind of like part Rush, part Alan Parsons Project, you know. The vocals are a little more melodic. Like, look at that drum kit there. That's some Rush influence there. That drum kit. Lots of drums and cymbals.
Yeah, get those cymbals up high.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So this was the album I was hoping to find when I got there. This is Coney Hatch, another Canadian band. I'd pay a little more for this one, $6.99.
It's weird. Too.
Yeah, it's a very unique, different cover. I like it. It's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like Castle Grayskull a little bit.
God, the perspective is weird on that because it's like it's going back, but like if you look through the door, like he's going straight. Oh, it's weird. That's cool.
Something else. Now, get ready for the back here, because here we go. Here we go. There.
Yeah.
These dudes are ready to rock, man.
Dang.
Look at that. You got
That's no
Mr. Gate open there. No gates closed on that.
He's a man. What's it? What do they say? Man. Not mansplaining, but man.
Spreading.
Spreading. Yes.
Yes.
Man spreading.
I still don't know what that means. I hear that.
You got you got your legs open.
That's a bad thing. You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to.
I don't know.
Spread.
I don't think it's anything bad about it. It's just he's man spreading.
Man spread.
Spreading out, man.
Anyways, Mike Ladano, the songwriter for Coney Hatch here, Andy Curran, this guy here. Mike Ladano has a 3-part series with this guy over on.
Are those high socks? What's he wearing? Some baseball socks?
I think.
What's that?
I don't know. I think they're. I thought they were boots, but yeah, I guess they are. I thought they were, but no, you're right. Those are shoes, and then they go into white socks.
Spread is real.
I guess. I don't know. Maybe they talk with. I didn't get to see all of their interview with.
Was that a lady in the man?
So. No. That is a.
In the chair.
Yeah, they're all in chairs. Matt.
Well,
You're gonna have to send him a picture of this.
He needs to study it. I can't put this away.
I love that. That's a pretty looking man there in the back.
Yeah,
Sure,
that's a great album. This is a great album. Yes, I'm positive.
All right.
That album has monkey bars on it as well.
So is Curran sent his do not disturb to Ladano yet? It keeps bothering the poor guy.
He's the guy that. So first of all, he had some trouble, some technical trouble during their first one. So he said, "I'll come back and I'll come back." And he had such a good time, he came back a third time. So
yeah, LeBrain is doing it. It's working.
Yeah, it's crazy over there. Okay, I only have 2 more left. I thought I had a lot more, but I only have 2 more left. So I was done with the Canadian section. I went around and looked all over, and at the last second, I said, Mountain. I got to look for some Mountain. I didn't even have it on my list, but I better go over there and check Mountain. So I went over there and checked Mountain. The first record was Mountain's Greatest Hits Part 2. I'm like, really want albums. I don't want a Part 2. And they had it like it was kind of priced a little high. So I'm like, I really want the albums. And that was the only Mountain album they had. But right behind that Mountain album, they had some Leslie West.
Nice. What's that one?
So this is the Great The Great Fatsby? The Great Fatsby. So for, $7.99, I had to hear what the Great Fatsby.
Never seen that one before.
Now,
I've seen quite a few of his solo stuff, but never that.
Now, you think this guy, look at this, he's got the ladies there all over. And you think, oh, that's pretty good. He's got the lady, but on the back, he's really knows
there
how
you
to
go.
Wow. That's a
Look at
snooker
that.
move there, eh?
That's something. He's going for a ball in the corner pocket.
Sink the pink.
What's that one called? The Great
Fatsby.
The Great Fatsby.
Okay.
He was not,
Check that one out.
I guess, like shy about his weight. No, I do like the little guy on the label.
Oh,
Not sure what that. I think that is.
it's a Phantom. It's a Phantom.
It's a Phantom. Not a member of the Ku Klux Klan. That is a Phantom. And the final record I got. This has been on my wish list forever. It's sort of West solo. Not really. I think they were trying to start a super band called Wes, Bruce, and
Right.
Lang.
Oh, okay.
Lang,
I've
yeah.
seen that. I've
So I
seen
know
that.
I know
Have you listened
Leslie
to that yet?
West. I've streamed it,
Okay.
but I haven't listened to this yet. But it's fantastic. It's called Why Don't You?
Nice.
I'm not sure who Lang is. I know that you got your Leslie West and your Jack Bruce on bass.
I
don't
think
know
Lang
for sure.
was in Mountain with them.
Was he?
Wasn't he?
Okay. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Corky Lang. was
Corky
drums,
Lang.
Percussion.
That sounds right. Yeah. It's,
And locomotion.
there you go. This is a Columbia Records release, so you get a Columbia Records label. That's how it works over there. But it was in great condition for
That's-
$8,
2i Columbia label.
and I can take it off my Amazon list where it's been on there for priced at $40.
Ugh.
That was
Because
priced at $40.
Well, I think it got a re-release, right? So
okay. One of my
something, I don't
local shops has a couple copies of that, I think, and I just didn't pick it up because I didn't have any way. I didn't know what it sounded like.
oh, it's great, man. Like, I mean, if you're a fan of Leslie West, which you
Yeah.
are, yeah, and it's not priced, this actually has the hole in it too. So it was reduced at some point, if you can believe it. And I was saying to Sarah, if I was to actually have a band and we put my record out on vinyl, I would put a big hole. I would say, hey, let's put a big hole in there just to screw with people's minds. Wouldn't that be fun?
Oh, the
A big
Leslie
punch
West
out.
band.
So we sent Matt Bandy on a Leslie West
You
rabbit hole.
sure
He's
did.
done.
Yeah,
He's done.
I was trying to look up the Great Fatsby. I looked up Leslie West, and it had his solo stuff, but then
Yeah, I don't know what this
it
sounds like
wasn't.
at
It
all.
wasn't on there. But then this
I'm-
is this is under the Leslie West band on Spotify.
Oh, okay,
There you
I
go.
see.
Mm.
I mean, musicians on guitar, you have Leslie West, Mick Jagger, Joel Temp. I'm not sure who he is. Nah, Mick Jagger's the only guy. Corky Lang is on drums again. And bass, bunch of people I don't recognize.
What Jagger?
Mick Jagger?
And he
Yeah.
doesn't make the cover.
No. Well, he's on the back.
Might be a different Mick Jagger.
Yeah, I'm thinking if you got Mick Jagger, Christ.
Well, I mean, he only plays guitar on one song, so I don't know. Maybe he didn't want to be Honky Tonk Women, Mick Jagger. So they do the Mick Jagger cover. Yeah, I don't know. But there's a couple of Rolling Stones covers on here. There is a Leslie West, Corky Lang song. I'm gonna love you through the night. Yeah, so Leslie West, he does write a few songs on here, but there are a few covers. Yeah. I'll have to listen to it and give you a report back. But definitely get this, Matt Bandy.
Cool.
Like, don't
Yeah.
sleep on that. If you can get that for
Yeah,
a good
I'll check that
price,
out.
go for it.
All right. Well, geez, what more can be said? We said it all. We went
did
through
it.
it all.
We did it.
Everything. We did it all.
I still haven't got to my Santana records. They've been sitting down here for a month now.
That's good. Gotta keep the show going.
Yeah.
Keep the show going. All right. Thanks everyone for joining us for the vinyl collection. Thanks everyone in the chat. Miss Elba Bob, good to see you. She didn't say if she was going to buy that $25 ticket to see Bob on the streaming. I bet you she is. There's no reason not to.
$25 to watch the stream.
Yeah, like a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
It's not outrageous, right?
Yeah. If you get there with some friends, with all your Bob Dylan friends, gather at your house, watch some Bob Dylan.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. So we will be back at some point, maybe in a couple weeks. Look for the VHS live chat to happen hopefully soon. I got to round up that Chris Roberts to help us out with that show. He's the brains behind that. And I guess I'm unboxing a Castle Grayskull later on this channel. And I forgot to show you guys, but I got a big old Frank Zappa box set too. That's an unboxing.
Wow.
My daughter works at this liquidation store. And so they get Amazon returns there, and they had like 3 copies of this box set for half price. And I just went, I'm not even thinking about it. Just take my money. So we got that to look forward to as well. So lots more to come. I apologize for those waiting for some more concert music. I've actually the last couple of weeks I've taken like a stack of bootleg CDs like this to work to my work to go through, to process, to put something up. And all these shows are already put up by other Bob channels out there. So we got to find the right show for me.
Is there like some sort of etiquette? If it's already been posted, you can't post it?
Yeah, for me, I'm because some of those channels, they get militant about stuff. So unless if I have a better sounding one, then I'll put it up. But otherwise, I will not tread if I can help it on other people's lawns. So still, there's a lot of.
Has anyone treaded on your lawn? Like you put something up and then you notice it's someone else? Like maybe some guy who's like playing Azura's Wrath right now just takes a break and decides to pop up a Bob show that
maybe
you already popped up.
Hasn't happened probably. I don't know. I don't follow up on those things.
Okay.
I do not follow up at all. So we'll get some more concerts up soon. We're just looking for the right show. Actually, on the VHS show, if you're a Bob fan, stay tuned for the next one of that because I found some stuff in the VHS pile that you might be interested in. We'll go through that too. Maybe we'll get that released. But anyways, enough rambling. Thanks again, everyone. Thanks, Matt Bandy. Thanks, Kevin Buried on Mars, again for being with us for the vinyl collection. We'll see you next time. I got to click over to the thing to play it one more time. Bear with me.
$25. So you gotta be careful with that.